Senate Bill 2025 is a bill that promises to put science over spectacle. Cloning and gene editing have promised to change the world. But before we celebrate headlines about woolly mammoths returning to the tundra, we need to talk about the animals paying the price for these promises. In 1996, scientists in Scotland made history by cloning the first mammal from an adult cell, Dolly the sheep. That single act proved that cloning worked, but it also revealed how fragile and failure-prone it was. Out of 277 attempts, only one birth succeeded. Dolly lived only 6 years, succumbing to arthritis and lung disease far earlier than expected. Almost 3 decades later, the technique, called somatic cell nuclear transfer, or SCNT, has improved, but not by much. Failure rates remain high. Embryos often fail early, and those that survive can suffer miscarriages, organ defects, or shortened lifespans. For animals with long pregnancies, elephants, giraffes, horses, cattle, the stakes are even higher. A failed pregnancy for these species can last nearly a year. Complications don't just mean lost embryos. They mean suffering mothers, veterinary interventions, and sometimes death. And now, as private companies announce plans to resurrect extinct or genetically enhanced species, the risks are shifting from labs to living, sentient beings. Somatic cell nuclear transfer works by placing the nucleus from a donor cell into an egg whose own nucleus has been removed. If done correctly, it can grow into a clone of the donor. Gene editing, by contrast, cuts and alters DNA to change specific traits. CRISPR and other tools allow powerful precision, but they also carry unknown consequences when applied inside developing embryos. These techniques hold value in medicine and conservation, but without boundaries, they can easily cross into exploitation. That's why SB 2025 was introduced. It doesn't ban science, it demands responsibility. The bill places a 5-year moratorium on cloning or gene editing in large mammals with gestation periods over 250 days, the species most at risk when pregnancies go wrong. It allows safe research to continue in laboratories on cells, embryos, or other small animals whose pregnancies are shorter and less dangerous. Scientists can keep learning about the technology, but they cannot rush it into animals that would suffer most from failure. This law also directs the Texas Animal Health Commission to oversee compliance, revoke research licenses if necessary, and report to lawmakers in 2030 on whether the moratorium should be extended, lifted, or strengthened. SB 2025 draws a simple line between science and spectacle. Science asks questions, tests responsibly, and values transparency. Spectacle skips the careful steps, chasing headlines and venture capital instead of humane results. It diverts resources away from real conservation efforts. By passing this bill, Texas says innovation must proceed with compassion and caution by putting science over spectacle.